to the governor. Whereas the City of New Haven recognizes April 19th as Tlaxcala Friendship Day, whereas the City of New Haven wishes to express its appreciation for the contributions of the citizens of the state of Tlaxcala, Mexico, who reside here in New Haven. Whereas the City of New Haven wishes to establish an ongoing cooperative working relationship with the state of Tlaxcala. Whereas in response to communication from the Honorable Governor of the state of Tlaxcala, expressing their desire to establish a mutually supportive working relationship with the City of New Haven. Whereas the City of New Haven and government of Tlaxcala seek to build a collaborative relationship with the goals of improving the lives of current New Haven residents and expatriates of Tlaxcala through economic opportunities and social and governmental services that support their general well-being, including the use of a consulate on wheels to provide support from the government of Tlaxcala to New Haven residents. And whereas the City of New Haven will welcome, keep an open line of communication, and seek to work with the government of Tlaxcala as it renders services that may be of interest to New Haven residents. Whereas in furtherance of this friendship, the city will make available to the governor of the state of Tlaxcala the facility of the New Haven Free Public Library, IVE's main library, for the purpose of introducing and inaugurating the mobile consulate of the government of the state of Tlaxcala on April 19, 2022. Estamos casi. Whereas it is hoped that the relationship between the city of New Haven and the government of Tlaxcala will grow and become even more productive and mutually beneficial for the residents of the city of New Haven and the state of Tlaxcala to further strengthen our ties. Now, therefore, do I, as mayor of the city of New Haven, hereby recognize Tlaxcala Friendship Day. También tenemos una traducción en español. And I just wanted to underscore, so the mobile consulate will operate this week, beginning today, and you can already see the line of people that are here to access the services for the mobile consulate. It'll begin today and run through Friday. It'll operate each day from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And with the dedication of this mobile consulate, we hope the relationship between the city of New Haven and the state of Tlaxcala will grow even more productive and mutually beneficial, providing a bridge for the families that call both places homes. And before I hand it over to Luis, solamente quiero decir que estamos muy alegres que usted ha escogido nuestra ciudad para tener esa relación entre ustedes, su estado y nuestra comunidad aquí. También estamos muy alegres de decir bienvenido a usted, pero más importante que tenemos mucho orgullo que hay tantas personas que dicen que New Haven es su casa. Tantas personas de México y especialmente de Tlaxcala que han escogido a vivir aquí y ser parte de nuestra comunidad. Nuestra comunidad es una comunidad que dice bienvenido a toda la persona. No importa de su situación económica, de dónde viene, todos. Ustedes son parte de nuestra comunidad y tenemos mucho orgullo de decir eso. Entonces, gracias a ustedes y gracias a ustedes por venir aquí. Luis.
Gracias, señor.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Por supuesto, por supuesto.
Permiso. Muchísimas gracias, Mayor Elicker, y también al Abad Elicker, y también a la Gobernadora Cuellar Cisneros. Me llamo Luis Chávez Brunel, soy diputado director de las Bibliotecas Públicas de New Haven. So, welcome to the New Haven Free Public Library. My name is Luis Chavez Brunel, and I'm the Deputy Director of the New Haven Free Public Library. Thank you, Mayor Elicker, and thank you to Governor Cuellar Cisneros for thinking of the New Haven Free Public Library as a place, a home away from home. This is important for me, as my mother was born in Mexico, and I was born and raised in New Haven, and so I know the Free Public Library, we are here for the community, especially las comunidades, todos, especially mexicanos y hispanohablantes, y todos. So we are open for everyone. We are a Free Public Library for the community, for everyone, and we are happy to be able to kind of support the community in this way, hosting the space Tuesday through Friday, as the mayor said, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. But also want to remind folks that we do have wonderful resources for our Spanish-speaking community, including weekly Spanish language story times available via Facebook Live, and then also our books and resources we have in Spanish, and of course wonderful staff across our locations that can speak Spanish and help support. So tenemos colegas que hablan español y tenemos recursos en español, libros y también tenemos programas de historias, de cuentos y libros en español a cada semana por Facebook. So thank you all, and I appreciate you all coming. I want to give time to Governor Cuellar Cisneros. So thank you all for being here.
Bueno, pues qué gusto estar hoy en New Haven.
What a joy being here in New Haven this morning.
Muy contenta de estar esta mañana,
I'm very happy to be this morning here.
sobre todo porque hoy tengo el gusto de saludar también a ciudadanos tlaxcaltecas
Particularly because I have the chance to greet people from Tlaxcala
que por alguna razón desearon que su casa sea New Haven.
that for some reason decided to make New Haven their new home.
Quiero darle las gracias de manera muy especial al alcalde Justin Elicker
I want to thank Mayor Justin Elicker
y también al diputado Luis
and also thank to Luis,
por recibirnos de esta
the
manera,
director, for welcoming us in such way.
por darnos todas las facilidades para que hoy podamos celebrar cada 19 de abril, que hagamos una gran fiesta
For giving us
de Tlaxcala para el mundo.
for giving us the conditions, facilities to make April 19 a day of celebration and friendship with Tlaxcala so that the world can see our relationship.
Y que podamos darle a conocer precisamente al mundo la riqueza cultural de los tlaxcaltecas.
And that we can continue letting the world know about the richness of the people of Tlaxcala and their culture.
Queremos también traer cada día a más familiares de ciudadanos que por algún motivo vinieron a vivir aquí a New Haven.
We want to every day help bringing and inviting more and more relatives from Tlaxcala to come visit New Haven.
Y también a todos los ciudadanos tlaxcaltecas que están alrededor de Nueva York y de muchos otros países, porque lo que queremos es poder lograr que haya reencuentros familiares.
And we also want to help Tlaxcaltecas all across the U.S. and across the world because our mission is to have as many family reunifications as possible.
Y agradecer todo el respaldo, todo el apoyo.
Thank you for your backup, all your support.
Muy agradecida por este recibimiento,
Thank you
pero
for this welcome.
más agradecida todavía por el recibimiento que le han dado a los ciudadanos de Tlaxcala.
Even more thankful for the welcoming that you've given to the people of Tlaxcala here in New Haven.
Y próximamente, el próximo año,
And next year,
amenazo con regresar,
I threat with coming back,
pero con un pedacito de Tlaxcala aquí en New Haven
bringing
para hacer
a
una
piece of
gran fiesta.
Tlaxcala here, and if you let us, we can have a big parade.
Muchas gracias. Gracias por todo. Gracias por
Thank
todo
you
el
very
apoyo.
much.
Gracias también a la biblioteca y ojalá que podamos hacer muchas cosas juntos a través de la
Thanks to the library and looking forward to this together. Vamos a cortar el estado.
So we're going to go back here, the three of you, and cut the ribbon.
While we're at the mic, can we ask just two questions quickly before? Just while we're here. Can you give us a few examples of specific services people could get at this mobile consulate? What might they get?
Sure, I can respond to that. Through this mobile consulate, all people from Mexico will be able to get passports, consular IDs, and also birth certificates, and obviously information on all the other services that the consulate provides, including legal consulate, notary services in Mexico, and yeah, how to get IDs from Tlaxcala and other documents that the state of Tlaxcala will also provide.
And will it be there every week, or is it just through Friday? I wasn't quite sure. How
Todas y todos tenemos derecho a la identidad. Realiza el trámite de registro de nacimiento en cualquiera de las 185 oficialías del Registro Civil del Estado. Desde un día de nacido y antes de los 18 años, el trámite es gratuito.
Secretaría General de Gobierno. Gobierno de Chiapas.
La gente de Tlaxcala, allá en Tlaxcala, ahorita, está enfrentando los problemas que está enfrentando Tlaxcala ahorita allá.
Pues desde luego, siempre en Tlaxcala la situación es compleja para que muchas personas se encuentren laboralmente una oportunidad.
There are challenges in Tlaxcala for some people to find a job, for example.
Pero quiero decirles que la gente de Tlaxcala es muy talentosa.
But I gotta say that the people of Tlaxcala are full of talents, skills.
Y que a donde hay un tlaxcalteca siempre va a haber éxito porque la gente de Tlaxcala es muy trabajadora.
So when there's one person from Tlaxcala, that community will always succeed because the people from Tlaxcala are hardworking.
En este momento, como gobernadora, estoy haciendo todo lo posible para que haya muchos empleos en Tlaxcala. Hemos incrementado como nunca el empleo en Tlaxcala. Sin embargo, a pesar de ello, sé que muchos tuvieron que emigrar y es por eso que hoy queremos dar todas las facilidades para que pues, ellos puedan tener documentos más fácilmente o familiares que puedan venir a saludar.
So as governor of Tlaxcala, one of my main missions is to create more jobs for the people of Tlaxcala. But I also acknowledge that there's people who have already migrated before me, and so that's why we're here, to ensure that they have access to all the documents they need and all the opportunities that we can provide for them.
And just how did this partnership come about? How did this come to fruition?
How did this come about?
Yeah.
Like background?
Yeah.
Okay.
What linked you to the city of New Haven? How did you start talking about this?
Absolutely. If I may, 15 years ago, a group of 10 women from Tlaxcala, from the indigenous community of San Francisco de Tlanocan, came here for the first time to New Haven. Many people from Tlaxcala have been here since the 90s, contributing to the richness of this city. But 15 years ago, this 10 group of women came as cultural ambassadors of Tlaxcala for the first time. We had our first family reunification, not only in New Haven, but throughout the U.S. was one of the main programs. Since then, a relationship between communities of Tlaxcala and New Haven has been established. And in 2008, if I'm not mistaken, the town of San Francisco de Tlanocan became sister city with the city of New Haven. Since then, the city of New Haven has celebrated several festivals, events during Carnival, several exchanges, and now with Mayor Elicker, since he took office, we've been looking forward for the opportunity and the moment to take that to the next level. So what's happening here is just taking that relationship to the next level, because now it's at the state level, and that's how we can.
Yeah, if I could add to that, so while I don't have a lot of expertise in this area, my sense of immigration is that oftentimes it happens where a group of people go to a certain place and then they have relatives and family members that they happen to know that because they already have a foundation, someone to stay with, some information or understand that area, will also move to that area. So that, for example, Amalfi in Italy is a place that a lot of New Haven residents come from that are Italian because of that trend, and we have a sister city that's Amalfi. We also have the sister city of Tetnabocan, which is within the state of Tlaxcala, and it's and my sense is that that's been driven by a relatively large population of people from that region that have come to New Haven, and so we already have that foundation just as the nature of our population here, that relationship, and this helps formalize it a little bit more and make sure that people that are living in New Haven that have a background or heritage that is Tlaxcalan to access those resources.
Do you have an estimate of how many people from Tlaxcala might
No,
live in New Haven?
so Do you have an estimate? Because we were talking about this to try to figure this out before. Do you have an estimate of how many people?
There's not a census of the people from Tlaxcala here. We do know that people from Tlaxcala are over 200,000 people living across the U.S. New Haven is one of the main communities where they lived. We've counted approximately 7,000, but that's rough numbers. We've never conducted anything serious, but that's just in the past 15 years we've been connecting and working with several families.
And I also just want to acknowledge John Lugo and Ula, who made the connection for this meeting that we had several weeks ago to talk about today. So thank you also for being here.
Nayeli from Unidad Latina would like to give a very short message to me. On behalf of Unidad Latina. ¿Cómo? Sí, claro.
Bueno, quiero agradecer primero que nada al alcalde Justin Elicker,
I want to start by thanking Justin Elicker, Mayor Elicker,
a la gobernadora
Governor
Lorena
Cuellar,
y también al director de las bibliotecas públicas,
and also
Luis,
to Luis, Deputy Director of Public Libraries,
y a Unidad Latina en Acción por hacer
also
esto
Unidad
posible,
Latina en Acción for making this possible.
porque fue la intermediación en poder hacer este día conmemorable y ser el pacto de amistad entre Tlaxcala y New Haven.
For being the mediator to make this a day of links and celebration between Tlaxcala and New Haven.
Gracias.
And could you say your name one more time?
Nayeli Garcia,
Could you spell it?
Nayeli Garcia.
Nayeli is a New Haven resident. She's from Tlaxcala, and she's part of Unidad Latina en Acción, and she represents the voice of thousands of families that live here. People from Tlaxcala, quien esté aquí, quien es de Tlaxcala, levanta la mano, los people from Tlaxcala. Consul, I don't know if the representative from the Consulate of Mexico would like a short message, please. Por favor.
Mayor, thank you very much. On behalf of the Consulate of Mexico, our Consul General Jorge Islas, he couldn't be here because he's in a previous engagement. But on his behalf, we are very honored to have the governor here, and also this wonderful partnership that we have now with that we always have with New Haven. So, Mayor, we are very grateful for all the support to our Mexican community here in New Haven. Thank you very much. And, it's an honor to have you here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And to all our friends from Tlaxcala that are here, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Tenemos que mover ya porque somos si quieren. Sí, contar la historia. Sure. My name Marco Castillo.
Marco.
Yes.
Is that M-A-R-C-O?
Yes, correct.
I'm with the New Haven Independent. It's Tom Blaine. Nice to see you, Marco.
Son primero las damas, pero hoy se la pasó.
Las damas viajan.
Vas hasta atrás. Si no, a la otra vas hasta atrás. ¿Quién entra más cerca?
¿Qué pasa?
No voy ahí. El alcalde. El alcalde. Here, I'm just going to do this real quick.
Nice marriage.
Okay, it's got a loose.
Adelante. Son peligrosos, ¿eh? ¿Listos? 1, 2, 3. Fuerte, fuerte, fuerte. Fuerte. Muy bien.
Bueno, ahora sí hacemos oficialmente el pase para poder sacar sus documentos. Discúlpenos por la espera y les agradecemos que nos hayan esperado para hacer la clausura oficialmente. Y ahora sí, la inauguración. Y ahora sí, la inauguración. ¿Pueden permitirnos una fotografía? Todos, por favor. Porque ya nos esperaron mucho tiempo las personas que van a...
En la Dirección de Catastro nos modernizamos para brindarte un mejor servicio. Después de más de 10 años, actualizamos nuestra infraestructura tecnológica en nuestras 13 delegaciones para agilizar tus trámites y garantizar mayor certeza jurídica a tu patrimonio.
Secretaría General de Gobierno. Gobierno de Chiapas.